Welcome back, beautiful people, to another episode of Trey, the Terrible Collector. On today's episode, we are going to... Holy shit, you're never going to believe it. My mic died again. So we'll do a cool voiceover thing. We'll hope for the best. You guys are going to love it. On today's episode, we're going to be unboxing the very beginning of Series 6 of X-Force. In my opinion, the best line of the X-Force run. It's going to have some members of X-Force. It's going to have some new villains. All of the characters have some really cool and unique things about them. Today we're starting off with Caliban. Caliban was once a timid Morlock, and he was genetically altered by the dreaded Apocalypse in order to become his newest horseman. But Caliban abandoned his evil master and now uses his super strength and mutant tracking skills as a member of the outlaw band of mutants known as X-Force. This particular version of Caliban, despite being listed as a member of X-Force, is wearing his horseman uniform. When he was a member of X-Force, he had the traditional purple and yellow kind of suit that they were all going with. Caliban's a super interesting character. He started as like a backup character who was always in need of rescuing or somebody who was like on the outskirts, and turned into a really powerful warrior. He was also featured in the Wolverine, the Old Man Logan movie that came out. This particular figure comes with a cloak, which is just a really nice accessory. It didn't need to be added on there to make it as cool as it is, but it's that really cool, like flexible rubber. It's got tons of texture on the back. And then he's got an action move where you squeeze his legs, his arms fly up, and his mouth opens up, much like the Sabretooth figure from the previous X-Men line. And that that level of detail, with the jaw popping open and the ability to move the shoulders, really adds a level of depth and playability with these toys that some of the other ones were lacking. He does have some pretty good flexibility. His knees and hips move. His arms don't bend at the elbow, but because of that cool shoulder joint, it's forgivable. Um, that all being said, I think that he's a really great way to start off the sixth series of X Force. Um, really cool figure all on his own, and it's great to have somebody join the team who's not just Cable. Um, so that will bring us to our... Wait for it. The Extinction Agenda crossover was a big event that occurred in the early 90s with X-Men, X-Factor, and the New Mutants. It was famously remade as the Slave Island episodes of the X-Men, the animated series show, and it was many people's introduction to Cable for the first time. Okay, with that out of the way, that brings us to the very end. Thank you so much for joining us as we unbox the rest of the series. We're going to try to have an episode every couple of days or so to get through all of this one, but I figured some bite sized chunks might be a little more digestible. So, as always, y'all have been wonderful, and I have been terrible, and we'll see you again soon.